Hello everyone, my name is Nathan and today it's time for another episode of Factorio here in our step-by-step to Megabase series. At the moment I'm conducting a research we actually have to observe. Right before I finish researching this, I kind of want to make a save game just in case everything goes down the drains, and that is the artillery shell range. All of these ranges are gonna be upgraded to some extent, and that basically means all the stations will get attacked at the same time. Now, I figured while we wait for this to occur, I want to fill up this lake and already prepare this area for the next smelting setup. I basically want to go ahead and copy over a portion like this, for instance, and then just go ahead and paste it down below. Right now, it looks like we're slowly running out of copper deposits, so I might have to hook some of these up. But right now, I'm just going to focus on the research and also getting this lake filled up. So all of this here still needs to be done, and then I want to get rid of everything so I can paste my blueprints without issues. Looks like we can already do a good portion. However, right now it's stopped. Yeah, we'll still have to refill a couple of times, but I think in the meantime I'm also taking apart these solar panels. Now let me see. There's actually some power that I'm relaying from here, so I might want to keep this intact by just taking apart this portion. The radar. I also don't want to take the radar. So I think I'm just going to take my deconstructor. All of these guys will have to go. And then I'm taking another deconstruction tool and I'm getting rid of everything that is nature and power poles. This will also include a couple of radars, but that is absolutely fine. And now I would say we're just gonna plow our way through nature and the solar panels and get a refill afterwards. Yeah, that is what I'm talking about. Oh my gosh, I just love this. This is going to be an extremely valuable addition, I would say. Let me quickly check on the status. Yeah, we're still above the 2K signs per minute mark. So the base seems to be running okay. Holy cow, there is a lot of forest to get rid of. I know this isn't going to make everyone happy, but that's just how it's going to go. Over time, nature just has to move. I think I'm running out of robots, slowly but surely. I just can't help myself to keep going. I think one thing we could do is immediately place a couple of them where we know there are going to be some. And this actually might help me to get rid of the overflow we currently have going on here. There, feel free to replace all these solar panels. Thank you. Oh, I just noticed I might actually have to make the intersection here. I don't really have to fill up more of the lake as it stands. Right, now that I replaced some of the solar panels, I think it's time to go back home, sort out the inventory, and then we can start pasting a bunch of blueprints. Okay, I feel like I'm ready to paste my first blueprints. I'm not actually gonna paste the blueprint, I'm just gonna try to align everything correctly. So if I just take a small portion here, I should be able to align it without issues. I think I will have to go with a larger portion, but take less of the upper thingamabob here. Yeah, that seems about right. Now I can still go ahead and align it. I just see there's an issue here. Wait, right there. What is this? Yeah, it looks like the signal here moved, but that is not really a problem. Yeah, I think what we can do is get rid of that signal and then it should be replaced in the correct spot. The rest seems to be okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and paste this now. This way we can then easily align the blueprints once we're ready to build them. Okay, I think I'm already got some of it built. As a matter of fact, let's paste the blueprint here for the copper first and see why isn't this working. What's happening here? Yeah, we have the power poles still. So in general, these power poles will also have to move from here. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I did not delete enough. So I'm gonna grab everything from here, get rid of that and get rid of these guys. And now I can paste it. My copper smelter will go right there. Okay, let's get this baby built first here, since we already have it completed. And it shouldn't be accessible by the trains for now, because it's not connected to the train network. Man, I'm so happy I upgraded the amount of Spidertrons I have. It is extremely noticeable just how much further we get per module. I mean, we've already done more than half of it. And we are still going strong. Just look how much we've done. Amazing. Good, now it's time for our first refill. Also, we might have to hook it up to the system very soon, or at least make sure it doesn't suck so much power. Here we are, Spidertron's getting a refill. Just gotta love this game, I don't know how you couldn't. Good, now it's time for the second round, and I just noticed I will have to change something about this area. So I think I'm just gonna take this apart and then copy it over from the section right here. So we could just take this entire bit here and then paste it over there. Something along these lines should actually work out really nicely. I'm just gonna go ahead and paste it. Except I just noticed I will have to redo the intersection part. Oh well, for now, let's just go ahead and finish the build here. Oh, I just noticed I don't even have the power now here, but we can rectify this issue. Yeah, I already did it by hooking up the power line here. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I don't even know when the last save game was, but the artillery shell range just upgraded and we can see just how much it encompasses, and I think I'm gonna go for the next one as well. 256k science packs. But now we can see a lot of the artilleries are just gonna shoot. It doesn't look too shabby here. Like this isn't gonna be a threatening attack. Yeah, okay, maybe this is actually gonna turn out nicely. Obviously, we will be bothered by a lot of attacks momentarily, but all of these camps so far, maybe this one here could be an issue. This would be going here, but it is also being attacked by the other one. So they actually might distribute. Right here, I can see a problem. There was a lot of destruction going on. Ooh, okay. So this area might be a little bit more endangered, but you know, groups like these are a piece of cake. Also, I just upgraded my energy weapon damage previously. Oh, what's going on here? Ah, just the robots. Okay, resupplying the shells. But yeah, there we go. Everywhere the artillery turrets are now doing their thing, and now we are experiencing our first attacks. Now, hopefully, all of these guys are actually gonna attack the stations and nothing else. In the meantime, I think I'm just gonna go around here a little bit and just tell my spiders to go everywhere and try to do more building, and we want to observe the map. The attacks right here are gonna be easy because of the thick forest. This really helps. Oh, please don't do anything to my intersection. Sometimes randomly they decide to attack the rails. Yeah, look at this. All around the map we're being attacked. I don't even know which arrow to follow, but let's have a look at this group, for instance. Shouldn't be too much of an issue. Yeah, look at that. They didn't even make it to the wall. Okay, maybe I don't have to be too worried about it. What about this guy? Looking good. I mean, as long as I have enough repair packs, we should be fine, right? But then, of course, all of the stations are now going to be addressable by my one single artillery train, which usually is enough, but, you know, those are different times now. And oh my gosh, this sound already goes on my nerves. This is going to be a problem attack here. They might actually break through the wall at this point, and if we have too many attacks on a single station this way, then we cannot resupply the robots and the repair packs. But I have to say, this was handled much better than previously. 233 entities are being attacked and destroyed. Look at that. We just lost 200 construction robots. That is actually a very significant number. But yeah, now we can just hope that none of the stations will be overwhelmed. What about this one? No, looking good. We also have some cliffs to help. Yeah, I gotta say, it does handle well. All of the stations still seem to be intact. And now we will just have to wait for it to recover slightly. Okay, wonderful. I'm actually not too worried about it anymore. So let's go ahead and do some more building. Looks like I didn't quite do a proper refill, or we still simply don't have enough Floratrons. Either way, now it's time to hook up this station to the system so we can already make use of it. I'm gonna change that, make it accessible, and then I will have to change this little part here. Yeah, once the intersection is built, I will have to replace the center bit. So I'm just gonna do that and then replace it with the actual... Wait. I have to replace it with what? There, this is the real intersection that I want to see here. Thank you. Okay, it looks like we already have our first trains incoming. Of course, also the loading trains, which is a mistake. Well, actually, I guess not. They also have a way to get out, but it means I have to introduce more trains. We have 5 stations with 2 trains, so we have to add 10 more copper trains. I'm gonna do that immediately, otherwise the system is not gonna be efficient enough. Let me just quickly do that. That is 2 trains. I have to do that 5 times. All right, not too shabby. I'm gonna be finishing this station here and then probably also hooking up some more of the copper resources as we research more artillery shell range. And this hopefully will protect us for a little while longer as the radius of the artillery increases. So just give me a couple of minutes to get this finished, and then we can continue with the other modules. Alright guys, as it turns out, more than a couple of minutes have passed. and I decided to finish the steel smeltery as well as the iron smeltery. So now everything has been completed, and luckily enough, I did have enough modules to finish everything. Also, we are about to research the next artillery shell range, which is absolutely perfect because I think I'm slowly running out of range here. Yeah, well, it's not that dramatic at the moment, but more range, of course, means more protection and less worry. Also, I think I'm gonna be finally able to close this gap with the range. But more importantly, we should now have enough smelters to add at least 2 more mega modules, so that should be possible. But I do not necessarily have easy space, except maybe up here, I think could be the next mega module. Though there's also a lot of stuff going on here. I'm not so happy with this. What if we build it like 2 steps up here? That could be a thing. Let me actually just grab this. I want to see just how far down this comes. This would not be good, but if I continued here, then this is still in the way. Oh my gosh. We'll have to get rid of so much stuff eventually. Right here, I'm also not happy with this location. Down here, we would also intrude too early on these guys. Like, I first would like to see them mined out a little bit more. Isn't there a single convenient location? Oh, by the way, this actually utilizes some of the UPS whenever I'm dragging a huge blueprint, but that is okay. So I think one solution we could go for is up here and then just do some trickery on how to get around. Or we even build it up 2 positions. So the next mega module here is going to be a little bit further away. I can actually totally see this working out. Let me just go ahead and plan this out. If I set up a blueprint so we can keep going. Yeah, I would just have to do something like this, and then I already know where the next mega module is gonna go. And then we can do that, and we already know where the 3rd mega module would be going. That means we have to take apart everything that resides in here approximately, and we would also have to start filling up the lake. Okay, I kind of like that. Let me get rid of the ghost objects here. I don't really want to build this right now. All I want to build is the upper mega module right there. So we already have it aligned, and this is the most important part. I wouldn't want to disassemble this thing once it's running. Yeah, I think this is really the best solution. This way we don't have to consider anything else. We just have to fill up the lake. And not even that much. We can do this in a couple of passes. Wonderful. And then using these rails will have it easy to align the actual mega module. Good, then let's get started on the lake and get this filled up. It doesn't look like I have a lot of landfill. Luckily enough, I have a landfill station here. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna increase that a little bit by adding more storage chests. Now, to get a better guesstimation, I think I'm already gonna paste it in once, even though we cannot really do the entire thing. But this way I will be able to judge whether or not I'm on the right track, and we can already get some of it built, you know. It cannot really hurt to get this built. It's kind of funny seeing the mega module ripped apart this way by the lake, but all is gonna be fine. Do not worry. Jeez, it just doesn't stop. They just keep on building. This is absolute insanity. There are so many building materials within these Spidertrons. It's just absolutely unbelievable. Good, but now that I pretty much filled up the entirety of the lake, all of the gaps should be closed. Come on. Finished that. Yeah. Now we should be able to replace the blueprint like so. And I'm also gonna take apart nature in case I forgot some of it. And then we just keep on building, I would say. We haven't done the nuclear reactor yet, for instance, and the science module. So all of this can get built, and also the science module here. Get rid of the forest in the process. But we're still here doing this without the first refill. So if everything goes right, we only have to go back to the crafting hub one single time in order to finish the entirety of the module. Okay, looks like we're slowly done with the building. The robots are running out of materials. That means I'm just gonna allow these guys to recharge, and then we're gonna make our way back. But look at this. This has been more than half of the module just built in an instant. So now we gotta make our way back to the crafting hub, and then we are gonna hook everything up, I would say. Well, we first finished building it, but honestly, I'm quite confident. Looking at my current mega modules, we seem to be able to deliver. However, right now we do have a couple of empty stations here. That means we need to hook up more resources, and that is going to be quite a topic in the future. For now, I'm more interested in the artillery shell range upgrade, so that's going to be interesting. And also we can kind of see if there are many trains inside of the stations, then we should still be okay. So even though we might not be able to deliver all of the stations, we do have an overproduction right now, resulting in not all stations being utilized. Still, it is going to be our goal to hook up all of the resources, and we might even have to think about doing a direct mine to train setup. where we basically just make a station on top of the vein with miners directly attached to the cargo wagons. Alrighty, I was able to complete the mega module. It is now time to hook it up for that purpose. Let me just grab all of this. I want to remove this, and then I'm gonna grab one of these intersections like so. I'm gonna replace that. Now let's make sure I get this completely right. This is supposed to go here. Okay. And we get this built right away. Whoa, that is a little bit of lag, though we are recording and I'm also running DaVinci Resolve in the background right now. Well then, time to get this hooked up. We just want to complete the rails, maybe set up some rail signals every now and then. Yeah, let's just do one here. And then as soon as these rails are built, technically, yeah, the stations are now being served. Wonderful. So in a couple of minutes, we should also have all the trains mobilized for this station. And then maybe we should also go ahead and set up the rail here already, so the trains have multiple possibilities of actually getting there. Now, let me quickly check. Oh my gosh, what's happening here? Wait, since when do we need 20 gigawatts? That's like double the amount we used previously. It couldn't just be because of these 3 stations, could it? Right? I mean, well, at the moment everything activated, but still, I'm a little bit surprised, I have to say. Let's see how it is during the day. No, not even then. Yeah, we might have to go a little bit nuts with the solar panels now that we are going nuts with the mega modules. I would say we can get things started right here. All of these can be hooked up technically. Yeah, all of these can be solar panels. So I guess our next goal is going to be all about actually saving enough power. I mean, this is insanity. We cannot even keep it up during the day. So this is almost an emergency now. Guys, I really did not expect this to happen so soon. I figured because of all the nuclear plants we have going on, we should be fine for a while. But there we go. We're going to be placing an awful lot of solar panels. But I think I'm going to leave that to the next episode for the time being. I'm pretty happy with another mega module in place. And of course, as soon as we have enough power and maybe hooked up a couple more resources, we should be able to deliver and upgrade our science per minute once again. So with that out of the way, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed today's episode. Have a great time and see you in the next one. Bye bye.